We have questions for Steph. Please raise your hand. We'll have the boom mic come over. The third row on the left side.
Steph, Davide Chinellato, Gazzetta Italy. I'm going to ask you, what about Game 2? What do you think you need to do to win Game 2 differently from Game 1? And what do you expect from Cleveland to do differently from Game 1?
It's hard to know what to expect because I'm not in their locker room, obviously, but you expect them to play physical, have a lot of energy, feed off LeBron and Kyrie. I'm assuming they're going to try to get some other guys involved, and especially trying to, get their three-ball game going. So we have to be ready for that and to stop that for sure. But for us, I mean, if we can kind of carbon copy what we did Game 1, maybe finish better in the paint when we had opportunities to finish possessions on the offensive end, and do a great job, rebounding the basketball off of their misses and turning that into transition opportunities for us, we should be in pretty good shape. So every game's different. That's the beauty of the finals. It doesn't matter what happened in Game 1. It's a whole other experience that we got to be ready for.
Next question here in the front row.
Hey, Steph. Us in the media have had a little bit of fun with the Rihanna story, but just more generally speaking, can someone who's sat very close and is very noisy have any kind of an impact on the game or the mentality of the players? Can it ever fire you up or something like that?
At times, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of noteworthy people that show up, especially this time of year to the finals games and whatnot. If you have like a personal relationship or history with certain people, I saw Kevin Hart on the sidelines. He's over there cracking jokes the whole game, like stuff like that. You can have fun with. At times, you don't want to obviously let it distract you, but us as basketball players, we do a pretty good job of being able to tone out noise and distraction and stuff on the fly when we need to be able to do what we do on the floor, but still enjoy the atmosphere of the stage that we're on.
So her music's not banned from the locker room or anything after Game 1?
Who? You said what?
You haven't banned Rihanna's music from the playlist? Or?
I don't think it was on there to begin with.
Thanks, man.
Back in the fourth row on the left.
Hey, Steph. Right here. Pete Walsh from Slam Magazine. Your new sneaker's been getting a good response online. Can you just give us your thoughts on the Curry 4 and how long it was in development and all that?
For a while, the whole shoe game is crazy. It takes a long time, a lot of idea and input, and the whole process is kind of fun to go down that road. So, yeah, I feel good playing in it. It's a progression of the Curry line that we're trying to continue to elevate and make that best shoe in the market. So feeling pretty good about it, but obviously at the end of the day, it helped me play well in Game 1, and I want to keep that going.
Steph, Michael Grange from Sportsnet in Toronto. How are you? Just watching you and KD shoot there at the end of practice, how has it been to have not just KD, but guys on this team? How contagious is it in terms of how you work on your skill, in terms of elevating your own skill?
It's huge. I mean, most guys are self-motivated, self-driven. We understand what it takes to elevate our game, get better every single year, how to use our practice sessions, our individual sessions, whatever it is to stay sharp. But when you have a culture of guys that work, guys that want to be great and want to put the time in and not cheat the game, it's huge because you can feed off of that energy. When it's an empty gym after practice, a game like 36 of the regular season, it's the same process. We finish practice, guys get their individual sessions in. Some guys come back late at night, get shots up. It's just kind of a status quo around here. We're going to work, and you're going to do whatever you can to get yourself ready for big moments throughout the course of the season. that identity and that kind of expectation has been established from day one, so it's huge.
Have you learned much from KD as a newcomer to this team, or even Dave West, guys like that, in terms of how they approach it?
Yeah, from KD, like there's a lot of different footwork drills and stuff that I've never done before that he's learned along the way. That I just sit and watch, and I try from time to time just to kind of shock your body a little bit and see if you can do it and how it may help you. I do a little Karate Kid type balance drill on my pregame warm-ups that I got from Katie and Steve Nash. That's just talking about it. One random practice and just trying to add that to my repertoire. So, it's a long career that you want to have, and you have to find different ways to challenge yourself. And whether it comes from KD, whether it comes from Steve Nash, other great shooters, any of my teammates, all that input's very valuable for me as I go forward.
Thank you very much.
Last question, Greg.
Greg Logan of Newsday. We got a taste in Game 1 of the different dynamic that KD brings to this team. But from your perspective, how have you guys worked things out, and especially building the relationship between yourself and KD?
It's been pretty natural, really. I mean, we've talked about it all year long. Like, you don't really have to force much of, the infusion of KD into your lineup. He's an efficient basketball player, a high IQ guy, fits right into the mold of what we do here. Man, we've gotten better as the years gone on. It hasn't always been smooth sailing, but there's been a collective mindset of just understanding what we all bring to the table, understanding that we don't need to sacrifice anything, that we can all be ourselves, be as aggressive as we can be on the floor, and that we all complement each other very well. And I think that's shown. That's why we're here, sitting in the finals, and we want to be able to finish out this journey to make all that work worth it.
Thank you, Steph.
That was it.
Kevin will be right up.